This is my favorite time of the year, and it's because I get to play Mad Scientist. Now, I'm not saying I'm bringing Frankenstein to life over here, but what I am saying is this is my favorite time of the year because I am going to start the breeding season here at NJP Exotics, which is going to be super exciting. We're going to be pairing some amazing snakes like Nemo here, my beautiful clown pied boy, and I cannot personally wait for this upcoming breeding season. Last year, we produced some amazing clutches of eggs and some gorgeous babies as well, some of which we might actually show off a little bit later in the vlog here today. But it's that time once again here, and I'm going to start pairing snakes, and I'm going to walk you through that process right now. So right here, this is actually where I keep all my records of all the reptiles that I personally own, but also tracking the breeding records for each individual season. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. I have started to map out the pairings that I wanted to start with this season, and we might change them up and we might do some more later in the season, but I haven't fully decided on those ones yet. So those might be some late ones that we're going to potentially do. But for now, I do know some guaranteed ones that I want to do, and we're going to jot these all down in this book right now as well too, because it's always very important. And last year somehow I slipped up, but it's always very important to keep very good records of everything that you do with your reptiles and just in general, honestly, with whatever you do. Last year we had a slip up where I accidentally did not track the records of a pairing, and when the eggs came out I was really confused on who the father exactly was, and lo and behold to me, I did actually put in a certain male with a female that I didn't actually know that I actually did that with. So whoops, learn from that mistake, but we're not going to make that same mistake again. I'm going to be very cautious on that. Also, before we kick off this video, what do you think of the facial hair? Yay or nay? I'm always someone that grows out my facial hair during November just to see if I like it or not, just to kind of get me reacquainted with facial hair. I'm not necessarily a fan of it personally, but I'm kind of on the fence about it. Ultimately, I'm on the verge of ready to shave it, but I'm always curious about your thoughts. What do you think? You like what's growing in, or are you just not a fan? I want to hear your comments down below. After all, it is No Shave November. So to start off the breeding projects, what we'll do is we'll do the ball pythons first, then we'll do the Stimson's pythons, and then we'll end on the Walma pythons. And fingers crossed, this is the year that I hope we actually hit on Walma pythons and really get some interest between the male and the female. Wally is my male, Willow and Wendy are my females. And last year, if you have been a fan of the channels for a while, you know that it was one of those things where we had some excitement and some interest to start, then it just kind of fizzled out for whatever reason. And you know, it sucks, it's a bummer, but at the end of the day, these are live animals that we're working with, and we can't guarantee that everything is going to go perfectly. I've taken some advice, I've worked through a couple of things to maybe help improve and maybe get a little bit more interest in these guys in terms of breeding, but we're just going to hope for the best at the end of the day and hope that everything that we've done leading up to this breeding season is what we needed to do to hopefully this year produce some Walma pythons. That's the ultimate goal, along with producing so many amazing babies from all these projects that we're working with. Starting with right here, the first pairing, which is Nemo, my clown pied male, and he is going to actually be going to the Enchi Leopard 100% head for clown pied that he was supposed to go to last year. So we're going to make sure that we don't mix this up, and I'm going to start off these breeding projects making sure that I do right the first time. Let's get him introduced to his girlfriend, shall we? All right, there she is. Look at this beautiful male going in with you. Very common behavior. You're hearing a little bit of huffing and puffing, but honestly, this is all going very, very well. So they'll just kind of mellow out. They'll get accustomed to one another, and from there we will hopefully see what happens between these two. So it's really as easy as that. I put them together, and within a couple days I normally will just kind of peek in and just kind of see and monitor what's going on in there. Are they interested in one another? Are they on separate sides of the enclosure? Those types of things is what we're going to do, and kind of the behaviors that I've looked for and learned to look for throughout the years. So we'll see if there's interest, and if not, that's totally fine. We'll give them some days off and we'll kind of see and reassess if we need to do anything differently, but that's all you can really do, along with making sure everyone is eating properly as well too, because this does take a toll on these guys. So we want to make sure that everyone is eating properly, otherwise I pull the plug on the pairing. First and foremost, that we're doing the best for the animals and making sure that we're not making these animals work themselves too hard or stress too much or anything like that. We want to make sure that we're doing the best that we can. So this right here is Mojo. So Mojo is actually going to my lesser female, and hopefully this year we're going to be producing some blue-eye leucistics. And I personally love the combination of Mojave to lesser. Inside the Bell complex, which is what it's called, I personally love those two genes together because it makes truly an all-white snake with blue eyes, sapphire blue eyes. It's absolutely incredible. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing, is we're going to be pairing these guys up in hopes to produce some beautiful blue-eyed Lucies. And I will keep you guys updated on the progress of these females and these males and these pairings as the year goes on, along with, hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be kicking on this incubator behind me and we'll be getting some clutches of eggs soon, and I will take take you on that adventure as well too. So let's go pop him in right now. Pretty lady. There she is, Pretty Lady herself. And these guys have been paired together in the past. So they have been acquainted beforehand. So they'll just kind of be a little bit curious, a little bit shy at first, but then hopefully if all goes well, these guys will all pair up, and that's going to be a really exciting moment for sure. This boy has quite the story for sure, and we talked about it last week on NJP Exotics, but I'll brief it a little bit more. So the pairing that we're going to do is a repeat pairing from 2 years ago, and the pairing is actually incredible because we had this beautiful snake that came out that seemed kind of like a mystery for some reason, and I just didn't know if it was an anomaly or a one-off, or if there was something a little bit more additionally between these two animals. And I'm not saying it's anything that's going to be like a new gene or anything like that. I want to preface that, but I want to know, and I want to kind of go back to this and repair these guys and see if we hit something that's more high purple, because that's exactly what the snake turned out to be, was a very high purple animal, and it was like something I have never seen before. So it's very curious to me, and I want to see if we can maybe replicate that pairing again in hopes maybe hit something that's going to be really, really pretty like that purple snake. Don't get me wrong, the whole entire clutch was beautiful, but that animal really stood out to me for sure. So with any luck, hopefully we'll get some answers this coming season. And we'll actually see how this is going. Unbeknownst to me, this boy is actually going into shed a little bit, so he's a little bit duller right now, but this is actually my banana leopard pied, and he's going to my 100% head for pied female. So we'll redo this pairing, see what happens, but he might not actually go this week because he is going into shed. So we'll see if we can get a lock in before he does so. If not, no worries, we'll try again next week. And what's cool about this pairing is, fun fact, this is one of the females that I first produced when I got into ball python breeding, believe it or not. So this girl right here was actually one of the females that I held back when I first got into breeding, which is actually pretty cool and rewarding. So it's cool to have a generation that I've already raised up and is ready to breed itself and has produced babies for me in the past. They'll get reacquainted with one another, and then in time I'm sure they'll get really acquainted, and hopefully we'll have some locks between these snakes. Next up is this boy right here. This is my golden child boy right here, in a sense, because look how bright and vibrant he is. This is my hypo ultramel pied male right here, and boy is he a stunner, and he produced some beautiful babies last year for me as well, and I'm so excited for this year because hopefully with the other male that I accidentally put into the pairings, I'm going to start off this year, because he's going to be paired to a couple of females this year. I'm going to start off this year with making sure that he goes with the correct female this year as well too. So hopefully I'm not hit with any surprises like I was last year. So we're going to make sure right off the bat that we're doing the proper thing and working with the pairings that I was trying to last year. All in all, I wasn't mad when that happened. It was more so just like I was shocked and confused, because I was like, this is very, very confusing. And with the genetics, just a little bit of a backstory, everything in that clutch turned out clown, and I was really confused because the female is a visual clown. She's an Enchi clown, 100% head for pied, and I was really thrown off because when everything came out 100% clown, I was like, that should not be right, because this boy right here, though he is a triple recessive, none of those recessives are clown. And with clown being a recessive trait, it was very, very confusing because none of these babies should have been clown. So that's when I knew that I accidentally put Nemo in with that pairing, knowing both of those parents were 100% visual clowns. It was an easy thing to figure out. This year especially, what we're going to be doing is getting on the road with quad recessives, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this pairing. So the 4 recessives, just to recap, are hypo, pied, ultramel, and clowns. And over the years, we'll start making our way to doing some really beautiful quad recessives that I'm so excited about for sure. And with a beautiful boy like this and a beautiful girl like the girl that he's going to, it's going to be a banger for sure. Plus throwing in other genes like Enchi and Gene X into the mix, what's not to love? Dropping him in with his for sure girlfriend this season. Gonna check each other out. She is so beautiful. I can't get over her. She is just incredible. Now, if you're new to snakes and new to genetics, I'm probably talking in a whole bunch of gobbledygook terms that you really probably just don't know. And I'm sorry about that. Bear with me. We will have a whole entire episode and vlog kind of going over genetics and talking about different traits and why I am so excited about certain things. But just know this is how I like playing mad scientist, incorporating all these genes, mixing them in a blender, and seeing what comes out. And that's how we get some beautiful babies, like a couple of these ones. Let me show you a couple from last year. So this right here is a beautiful banana Enchi, and oh my god, gosh, this one is actually triple het for hypo, clown, and pied. So all those recessives that we were talking about earlier, this one is 100% triple het for all of those because of the visuals in the parents. That guarantees that these genes are inside this animal right here. So if you're a biology lover, we'll talk a whole bunch of genetics, and I can talk people's ears off on genetics all day, every day. I love biology. I love Punnett squares growing up, and I've just kind of grown into bringing it into the snake world, and it's exactly what people do. It's really fun, and we'll do a whole episode diving into that because it's just interesting. Even if snake breeding isn't for you, it's just very interesting going over these things. But yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful animal in its own right, just with the two visual genes in this guy. Another personal favorite of mine that I produced this year is this beautiful pied. That's double het for ultramale and hypo from that hypo ultramale pied male that I was just showing you guys. This is one of the babies right here, and this girl is just incredible. And the main reason that I love this snake so much is I love high pattern pieds. Pieds in general can vary. They can have a whole lot of whiteness, they can have a mid-range of white, and they can have nearly no white. That's exactly what this girl is. This is a 99% patterned pied. So this is a very high patterned pied with just a little bit of white on the sides along with the tail. Just a beautiful animal for sure. And definitely when this one came out, I was like, this is a winner. This is definitely something I want to hold back because I love high pattern pieds. So having this girl has been a real treat for sure. Now, before we go any further with this video, I wanted to say a couple of thank yous to all of you. And the first thank you is from my last video last week. Thank you so much. First and foremost, that really meant the world to me. So many of you reached out both on the comments, also individually and personally. It really meant a lot to me. So everyone that did do those types of things, checking in on me, making sure that I was okay, letting me know that I wasn't alone, it really meant the world to me, truly and honestly. I really appreciate it. And I'm not always in that negative state, which is great. I'm so thankful to be in that kind of situation, and I'm so helpful that I'm getting help from both people personally in my life, along with a therapist as well too. That's been really, really helpful as well. So I'm very, very thankful. But having your guys' support as well too, especially as a new channel and a content creator that you guys might have not even heard of, having my back and being supportive of me just a month and a half into this, I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I like being open with you guys. It was definitely something scary at first, but it was something that I just want to be honest and raw with you guys. I promise to continuously be that way with you guys. The good, bad, and the ugly we're going to share here, and that's kind of how I've always done things, you know. I've just wanted to pull back the curtain a little bit into my life and just kind of share different things and aspects of it for sure. Thank you guys so much. It truly means the world to me. Now to the other thank you that I wanted to address is getting me over 100 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I am so excited about that. It was a huge milestone for sure. I mean, I remember when I started NGP Exotics, getting to 100 subscribers took probably almost 3, 4, 5 years to do, just because I wasn't posting consistently, I wasn't doing anything like that, and it definitely took a long time to get the ball rolling. And with that channel as well too, I was only getting about 5 to 20 views on average within a month, which was insane. So it was just trickling in people. It was definitely a different ball game, and definitely something totally different than it is right now with this channel, and I really appreciate you guys and all your support. And also too, if you guys could do me a favor, maybe share this channel with a friend or someone also as well that may have interest in this, whether it's this video with the snake breeding or some of the other videos as well too. I would really appreciate overall if you share this channel with other people as well too. Like I just said moments ago, this community is starting off amazing. I'm so appreciative of all of you guys, so thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support and your checking in on me. I really appreciate you guys. You guys rock. But on to these beautiful animals right here, the Anteracia stimsoni, the Stimson's pythons. So these guys are incredible. Had my first successful clutch of these guys last year, which was a huge rewarding thing and one of my successful highlights of last year for sure. And I cannot wait to pair these guys up and produce more of these guys. It's so cool throughout the years to be getting people interested in Stimson's pythons and the Anteracia as a whole, because this is an underappreciated snake for sure. Just absolutely beautiful. This is an adult right here, so not a large species whatsoever, and just have a very curious personality about them that I absolutely love. And they come out like little string noodles when they're babies, so it's so cool to see that as well too. I can't get enough, but we're going to start pairing these guys up right now and hopefully produce more baby noodles. There's Pretty Lady herself, and just let them get reacquainted with one another, checking each other out. which is great signs. All really great behavior happening right now, just in the first moments of introduction. Really excited about this. How cool is this? And this is it, the grand finale right here. So there might be more pairings down the line this season. Potentially, I may have some exciting ones that I will keep you guys in the loop about as time goes on that we might do as pairings as well too, but these are going to be the starter ones. And obviously, like I said, for the Woma pythons, this is Wally right here, my male. We have 2 females that we're going to be pairing up this year in hopes that at least one of them goes. Hopefully both of them go, because Wendy and Willow are totally different looking females, and I would love if we got Wally, who is a beautiful boy, to get incorporated and breed both of them and see what the outcome is between them. And if you guys didn't know, we didn't have success the first time that I bred Stimson's pythons. There was a whole bunch of trial and error, and failure ultimately leads to success. And I'm hoping that last year that we've learned things from the Woma pythons that we can incorporate into this year's breeding season and hopefully get these guys comfortable with one another. That's my goal, that's my hope. And without further ado, this is so exciting. I'm so nervous, but I'm nervous and excited at the same time. Let's introduce Wally to Willow again. Fingers crossed that everything goes well and we get some interest between them. Let's do this. All right, this is it. The moment of truth. Putting these boy with Willow. We'll see what happens. Close the glass. A little bit of glare right now. It's not really allowing me to focus as well as I wanted to. Hopefully we get some good signs here. They're kind of all wrapped around each other right now, just kind of feeling each other out. So yeah, with any luck, fingers crossed, I'm going to leave these guys be because I kind of got them all riled up. I'm sure once they calm down and get acquainted with one another, things might happen. So there you have it, guys. There's me playing Mad Scientist for another year, and again, I will keep you guys all updated on what's to come throughout all these pairings and the reptiles in general, so definitely stay tuned. And I hope you guys enjoyed this a little bit. Even if you aren't a snake fan necessarily, I hope this was kind of interesting for you. I know for people that I personally know that don't like snakes whatsoever, this is always something that fascinates them the most. So it's going to be really cool and really exciting, so definitely sit tight, stay tuned. There's so much that comes with all this, so definitely stay tuned for all of it, along with all my other adventures as well too, even outside of the reptile world. Otherwise, guys, I appreciate you. Like I said before, thank you so much for checking in, your support, your care. It truly means the world to me. Thank you for that, along with getting me to over 100 subscribers. The first 100 is always the hardest, so my favor that I'm asking of you guys is share this channel around for anyone that you think might be interested in it. Let's build this community. I'm sure we can make this community both strong, amazing, and positive. That's what I want to do. Otherwise, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you again for tuning in. If you guys could do me a few favors, like the video, subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when we upload. Definitely check me out on social media as well too. We've been posting some really fun stuff there as well too, so you don't want to miss anything there. As always, guys, be the change you want to see in the world, and until next week, I will see you guys soon. Take care.